Hello. Welcome back to Sabbath School Flashcards. It is Preparation Day, Friday, March 20th, 2020, and the final lesson under the title From North and South to the Beautiful Land. Further thought. It is interesting that at least in reference to Daniel 11:29-39, Martin Luther identified the abomination of desolation in Daniel 11 verse 31 with the papacy and its doctrines and practices. Thus, the correlation of Daniel 11 with Daniel 7 and 8 reinforces the view of Luther and many other Protestant commentators that the institution of the papacy and its teachings constitute the fulfillment of these prophecies in history. In this connection, Ellen G. White says, "No church within the limits of Romish jurisdiction was long left undisturbed in the enjoyment of freedom of conscience. No sooner had the papacy obtained power than she stretched out her arms to crush all that refused to acknowledge her sway, and one after another the churches submitted to her dominion." The Great Controversy, page 62. Discussion questions. How can we be sensitive to the feelings of others yet not compromise on what the Bible teaches regarding the role of Rome in the last days? Daniel 11:33 reads, "And those of the people who understand shall instruct many, yet for many days they shall fall by sword and flame, by captivity and plundering." New King James Version. What does this text say about the fate of some of God's faithful people? What does the text say, too, about what some of these faithful people are doing before they are martyred? What message is there for us today? Daniel 11:36 reads, "Then the king shall do according to his own will. He shall exalt and magnify himself above every god, shall speak blasphemies against the God of gods, and shall prosper till the wrath has been accomplished, for what has been determined shall be done." Of whom and what does this remind you? See Isaiah 14:12-17, it reads, "How art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer, son of the morning? How art thou cut down to the ground, which didst weaken the nations? For thou hast said in thine heart, I will ascend into heaven. I will exalt my throne above the stars of God. I will sit also upon the mount of the congregation, in the sides of the north. I will ascend above the heights of the clouds, I will be like the Most High. Yet thou shalt be brought down to hell, to the sides of the pit. They that see thee shall narrowly look upon thee, and consider thee, saying, Is this the man that made the earth to tremble, that did shake kingdoms? That made the world as a wilderness, and destroyed the cities thereof? That opened not the house of his prisoners?" See also 2 Thessalonians 2:1-4, which reads, "Now we beseech you, brethren, by the coming of our Lord Jesus Christ, and by our gathering together unto him, that ye be not soon shaken in mind, or be troubled, neither by spirit, nor by word, nor by letter as from us, as that the day of Christ is at hand. Get no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come, except there come a falling away first, and that man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition, who opposeth and exalteth himself above all that is called God, or that is worshipped, so that he as God sitteth in the temple of God, showing himself that he is God." Daniel 11:27, "And both these kings' hearts shall be to do mischief, and they shall speak lies at one table, but it shall not prosper, for yet the end shall be at the time appointed." Daniel 29, "At the time appointed he shall return, and come toward the south, but it shall not be as the former, or as the latter." And Daniel 35, "And some of them of understanding shall fall, to try them, and to purge, and to make them white, even to the time of the end, because it is yet for a time appointed." Use the phrase in lamod, or the appointed time, New King James Version. What does that tell us, again, about God's control of history? Discuss your answers in class tomorrow. This is Witness Glenn. Have a safe and productive Preparation Day. And as always, guard well the edges of the Sabbath.